morning. I am at school. It is Monday morning and it is 7:20. And I just got here. I had a really hard time getting out of bed this morning. Just feeling really tired. And my bed was so comfortable. But I'm here. I'm going to jump off here and go put my lunch in the refrigerator and the eggnog that I got for today and unload my backpack and put out their morning work, because I graded some math sheets last night that I wanted them to continue working on this morning. So I'm going to put those back out for them. I've got my Monday morning routine board up and ready for the kids. There it is. This document camera was on all weekend apparently, because when I came in this morning it was on. It's still on. And look how dusty. Ugh. Anyways, there it is. So I'll catch back up with y'all in a little while. I brought in a few things this morning for our holidays around the world. This is the eggnog I got. I figured I would just pour a little bit in these cups that I had in my bathroom. And fruit cake. It's cut into little slices, but I thought I could just cut those in half. I've got some paper plates for a wreath craft that we're going to make, and mint peppermint patties just to have something sweet to eat during the day. So my kids are at lunch. We had a pretty good morning this morning. Very busy as usual. I did some progress monitoring this morning, which is good because I have to do my red students this week, and I have a lot of red, and I have several red TRCs that I have to do, and then a few red dibbles that I have to do. So since it's a red week, I worked on that this morning while my kids got in their rotations, and then we started our new book. Where is it? Oh, here it is. We started our new book this week, which is Henry and Mudge, and there's several chapters in this book. So I just had them read as far as they could. This morning they had about 20 minutes to read, and while they were reading, I asked them to write down any questions that they had while they were reading. Why did Mudge leave or love Henry? Why does he want Mudge? Why was Henry lonely? Why did Mudge keep growing? Why did they both have the same dream? That's a good question. What type of dog is Mudge is a good question. So they wrote their questions and stuck them up here on the board. And we talk about the difference between a thick question and a thin question, and how a thick question helps you think about the characters or the setting or something in the story. It makes you think, it makes you wonder. And then a thin question is something that you might already know the answer to, like, why is Mudge a dog? Or why does Henry have a mom and dad? Something like that. A question that doesn't really extend their thinking. So that's why there are some pretty good questions, because they've had several books to practice on this year. But then they had their WISE groups, and my group did extreme insects. We're working on text-dependent questions right now, and wrapping, which is restating, answering, and proving. And so that helps them whenever they do their questions for our M-class assessment, or our benchmark, I guess, which we'll be doing in January. So my kids have guidance today after lunch. So then after guidance, he will send them to music, and then after music, I will pick them up. And we're going to come back in here and do a little bit of math, pack up, and then we have recess and practice for our program this afternoon. So that is what the rest of the day looks like. I'm going to go eat a bite of lunch, and I will catch back up with y'all when my kids go to guidance, probably after lunch. So I told you guys that we were going to be doing Canada today, and I didn't remember that we have guidance, and so my kids are in guidance right now. So they're not going to get to Canada until tomorrow. Oh, there's just too much to do. I can't keep up with it all. But they are in guidance. I took them down there. He'll send them to music, and then I'll go pick them up. So I'm hoping that they will get two blues today, because that will be 4 points that they'll get to add to their dojo. So this morning I had the student come in, and he said, "Look, I lost a tooth," and he was showing me that he lost a tooth, and he said, "But the tooth fairy hasn't come, and it's been 3 days." And I was like thinking, oh, well, maybe he didn't tell his parents. And so I sent his mom a message and told her that he had lost a tooth and what he had said. And she said, "Yes, I know." So apparently she is pregnant and has pregnancy brain, and she's forgotten for 3 nights in a row. But I just wanted to make sure that she knew, so, she could talk to the tooth fairy. Kids have been pretty good today. I have the sweetest class, y'all. They are just the sweetest. They're so helpful and positive, and I think teaching them about having a growth mindset this year has been a really positive learning experience for them. And I think they realize, whenever I'm positive, it makes me feel better. Whenever I try and I get it, it makes me feel good. So I'm happy for that. But I'm going to quit rambling, because I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to work on filling in a spreadsheet that I need to fill in for my students' reading, Dibbles, and TRC scores that we do for our school. So I'm going to work on that. And then I'm probably going to look through my plans and do my math lessons for this week, because I've planned everything else. I just haven't planned math, because I don't always know what I'm going to be doing the next day, and so I like to plan that a day at a time. Oh, and my poster fell. I have this poster that has their sentence starters that they can use to prove their work, and it was right there beside the blue one, and it fell. So I got to put that back up too. Look at this. I put a sit spot right there for one of my students. So that is his spot until I get more sit spots. I am still in my room. I decided not to eat my lunch earlier because I had to make some copies, and I was just kind of doing some other things, so I didn't make time to eat. But since I had music and guidance back to back today, I went ahead and heated up my lunch. I'm having cheddar and broccoli soup, which is so good and so easy to make. And then I brought a biscuit to go with it. So I'm going to eat my lunch while I am working on this webinar. So I have to do a Power Teacher Pro webinar, and it has like things that I have to do to prove I'm taking the class, I guess. So I've been looking through this a little bit, and I went ahead and printed out some more books for my WISE group next week. We're going to read Lincoln Love to Learn. Our standard is RL 2.2 and I think RL 2.3 if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, it's understanding characters. My phone is ringing. A weather hotline.
Hello, this is an important message. To listen to the message, press 1, or simply stay on the line. To place this call on hold, press the pound key. Hello, parents. This message is to inform you that phone service has been interrupted at your child's school. You may experience difficulty placing a call into the school. The phone company is aware of the issue and is working to fix it as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. We will keep you updated as the situation changes. The affected school...
Okay, well that was weird. Apparently our phone lines are down at our school, but what I was saying was I went ahead and printed out these. We're doing how characters respond to major events and challenges, and then I can use illustrations and words in a text to better understand the character setting or plot. And so they're going to read that book. We have a character analysis kind of form here, what he did and what he was like. So we'll be doing this tomorrow and Wednesday. So I went ahead and printed that. This is also the Common Core supplement that has some really great text-dependent questions down here and story words. So those are the two things that I really like to use from this page. It has other sheets like this one, long E and short E. They cut out the pictures and glue them in the correct column. And then this one is past tense verbs. They're supposed to underline the past tense verb and then rewrite the sentence changing the past tense verb to present tense. But we don't have time to do all that, so we're just going to do this one. For my students' last STEM Lab challenge, it says, the Roadrunner stays very hot, living in the desert. He needs a place where he can go to cool off on hot days. Can you help Mr. Roadrunner? They had to create somewhere he could go to cool off on hot days. And these are their projects, but we haven't had a chance to test them. So I'm about to go pick my kids up from music, and we're going to sit these outside in the sun since it's a sunny day today and put the thermometer inside it and see if it keeps them cool. We were supposed to do this another day, but we never got around to it. This is one too, I think. I'm not sure really how it goes. So I'm going to go pick up my kids and put our projects outside.
No
Two blues.
She was thanking us to give no call, but then we helped someone. We got like this, so she just gave us
Oh, that is so awesome. That means you get 4 points. Stop behind that class.
I get it.
Well, practice was somewhat of a bust. The kids, all of the second graders were crazy today in the auditorium. So needless to say, all the teachers were pretty stressed out about it, but we made it through and now they are gone home. So I'm back in my room. It is about 2:40. I need to lay morning work out. Actually, I have some papers I need to grade from math today that I'm going to lay out for morning work in the morning. They are right here in a huge mess. This is a bag from a student who brought in their Secret Santa gift this morning, and I just got these. They were laying on my table when I came back from practice. Apparently we're having hat day on Friday for $1. Wear a festive holiday hat, or any hat will do. These are our Henry and Mudge books that we're doing right now. So I have a few things to clean up and straighten, and I need to make sure I have everything ready for tomorrow. I need a text-dependent question for Henry and Mudge. I'm going to work on that. Paisley's here. She's upstairs playing, and we're not going to be here very long because I needed to swing by my parents' house this evening and pick something up and then head on to where I live, which is about 40 minutes south of where my parents live. And I will hit traffic because I always do. So I'm going to try to get out of here at a decent time, maybe in an hour or less.
Mr. Henry, please report to your classroom.
So I will catch back up with y'all when I get ready to leave. Alright, so I haven't gotten a whole lot done since the last time I talked to you guys. I printed out my word work for tomorrow. My kids are learning. Let's see if that'll focus. The onsets and rhymes, ice, I'd, and ein. So I made a 3-way rhyme sort sheet for them to work on that tomorrow during word work. And I don't know if I've showed you guys, but this is where I keep all my Fountas and Pinnell word work. So I have the name of the lesson, and then which lesson it is, WS1, WS2, And I have them in these large manila envelopes. And inside each envelope is the sheets. It's hard to see. But there's the worksheet that goes with it, and then the word cards for each lesson. So it's taken me several years to get this in place, but I really like the way I have it organized. I can find what I need really quickly, and I have like all the WS on this side, and then I have LS, SP, WM, and then WSA over here. So I just keep them in these two crates and pull them as I need them. We got this note to send home and noticed that there was a typo. This one doesn't have a typo, but 13 of mine said, wear a festival holiday hat. So I just sent an email to the office asking if they could copy me 13 more, because I tried to copy it myself and it turned out really dark. I got a few things copied. This is the sheet that goes with the ein, ice, and I'd words. They just sort the words and write them in the column. And this sheet I'm going to take home and see if I can use it for our Henry and Mudge tomorrow. It's where you write 3 major events or challenges, which is our standard, and then how the main character responds or contributes to the event or challenges. So I'm going to pack my bag with a few things to take home to work on tonight. I have got to run over to my parents, so I'm getting ready to head out. It is 20 minutes till 4. So thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. It was a Monday, and Mondays are not my favorite, but we made it through, and we have 4 more days till the weekend. So go ahead and click on the thumbs up button down below and let me know if you liked this video and if you want me to do more vlogs like this. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos from me. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.